Why does your dog climb on top of you out of nowhere? You have probably Googled this while your dog was literally sitting on your chest. And yeah, it is a lot of dog. But behind that weight, there is something going on that most people completely miss. Most answers online will tell you it's about attention seeking or dominance, but modern science says something very different. And once you understand it, you will never look at that moment the same way again. Let's start with the reason that surprises people the most. 1. They are not just sensing it, they are treating it. If you saw our last video, you already know your dog can smell a bad day on you before you even sit down. But here is the part we did not get into last time. What happens after they detect it? You are on the couch, rough day, and your dog climbs right on top of you, full weight, right across your chest. You think they want food, or a walk, or they are just being weird. They are not being weird. They are applying medicine. Veterinary behaviorists have found that dogs naturally perform something called deep pressure therapy. That full body weight pressing into your chest is doing the same thing a weighted blanket does. It slows your heart rate. It signals your nervous system to ease up. Except this version has a heartbeat, warm fur, and follows you to the bathroom. Nobody taught them this. They just feel you shift, and something in their wiring tells them to get on top of you and stay there until you settle. You know that moment when your dog finally drops all their weight onto you and your whole body just exhales? Like something you did not even realize was clenched starts to let go. That is the therapy doing its job. And here is what most people miss. If you push them off in that moment, they do not understand why you rejected the help. They just know they tried and you said no. And by the way, there is a reason your dog does this more with one person in the house than anyone else. We will get to that near the end. And it is something most owners wish they had understood a lot sooner. But first, sometimes the climbing has nothing to do with your stress at all. 2. You are their safe room. When your dog is scared, they do not just run, they run to you. And that matters more than you think. A thunderstorm rolls in. Fireworks go off 3 streets over. The smoke detector beeps at 2 in the morning for absolutely no good reason. And your dog scrambles onto you so fast you would think the floor turned to lava. Your dog could hide anywhere. Under the bed, behind the couch, inside the closet. But they picked you. Research into canine attachment shows that dogs form bonds with their owners that mirror how human toddlers attach to their parents. When a scared toddler bolts across a room, they do not run to the closest adult. They run to their person. Your dog is doing the exact same thing. You are not just a warm body. You are the one thing in this world that their brain has filed under safe. One owner posted online that during a thunderstorm, their 90-pound lab tried to wedge himself behind them on the couch, not on their lap, behind them. Most of us have been there. The storm hits, your dog is shaking, and you pull them in a little closer and whisper something like, "You are okay, I got you." And somehow, weirdly, you both feel better after. Now, the next reason takes a completely different turn, because this one is sneaky. 3. They are putting their name on you. This one is fun. Your dog has scent glands in their paws. Every time they press those paws into your chest, plant themselves on your lap, or drape across your legs like they signed a lease, they are leaving invisible chemical markers all over you. Now, the old explanation was dominance. Your dog is trying to be the alpha. But that whole theory came from studying wolves in captivity decades ago, and it has been debunked. Those wolves were stressed, not leading. Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Denenberg explains that the bond between dogs and humans is built on attachment, not hierarchy. So when your dog marks you with their scent, they are not saying, "I am in charge." They are saying, "This human is mine." And at the dog park, other dogs can absolutely smell it on you. The message is clear. This one is taken. Your dog basically invented a cologne just for you, and you thought they were climbing up to see what was on the counter. But that is only the beginning. Because the next reason is the one that stops people in their tracks. And the comments on videos like this always go off when we bring it up. 4. They might be smelling something you cannot. Here is where it gets serious for a second. Dogs have been documented picking up on cancerous cells, oncoming seizures, and dangerous blood sugar drops, sometimes weeks before the person had any idea anything was wrong. Their nose can detect chemical changes at the cellular level, down to parts per trillion. To put that in some kind of perspective, That is like finding one specific drop in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So when your dog suddenly becomes fixated on climbing onto you, pressing their nose into one area of your body over and over, refusing to settle, that is probably not random. They could be picking up on something your own body has not flagged yet. If your dog has started doing this suddenly, and it is focused on one spot, it is worth mentioning to your doctor. Not to alarm you, just because your dog is already paying attention, and maybe you should be too. If that one made you think about your dog right now, drop a comment with your dog's name and which of these reasons surprised you the most. Now let's lighten things up, because the next reason, honestly, kind of sweet. 5. They just want to see your face. Dogs greet each other nose to nose. That is how they say hello. It is how they read each other. The problem is, you are tall, annoyingly tall from your dog's point of view. So when they climb on you, sometimes they are just trying to get to your face. That is it. They want to be at eye level because that is how dogs have said, "Hello, I missed you, let me check in," for thousands of years. Pet behavior expert Steve Dale explains that this greeting instinct is one of the top reasons dogs jump and climb, especially after you have been away. Even if away was just the other room for 10 minutes. Your dog has no concept of, "I just went to the kitchen." To them, you walked into the void and came back alive. That calls for a face-to-face inspection. Be honest. When you come home and your dog completely loses their mind, you secretly love it. We all do, because somewhere in that chaos, you can feel how much you were missed. This next one is kind of on you, but it is also what makes us love them even more. 6. You taught them this without even realizing it. Think back. When your dog was a puppy and they climbed into your lap for the very first time, what did you do? You laughed. You scooped them up. You said something in a voice about 3 octaves higher than your actual speaking voice. We have all done it, and your dog's brain logged that moment perfectly. Climbing on the human equals laughter, touching, attention, and that ridiculous voice. So they did it again, and you responded again. Here is the thing about dogs. Any response is a reward. Petting them? Reward. Laughing? Reward. Even shoving them off and going, "No, no, no, get down," in that half-hearted way where you are clearly still a little amused. Still a reward. The dog was 8 pounds when this started, and it was the cutest thing in the world. Now the dog is 70 pounds, and you have got a paw in your ribcage every evening. But in their mind, nothing changed. The strategy still works. You still react. Someone on a golden retriever forum described their dog's technique as a slow-motion hostile takeover of the couch, one paw on the leg, then the head on the lap. Then somehow, without anyone noticing the transition, the entire dog is on top of you and you are pinned. By the time you realize what happened, they are asleep. But honestly, if it does not bother you, let them climb. 70 pounds of loyalty and 0 concept of personal space. That is just love in dog form. But this last reason ties everything together, and it is the one I mentioned earlier. 7. It was always about the bond. Sometimes there is no storm, no stress hormones, no medical signal, no scent marking, no greeting instinct, and no conditioning. Your dog just climbs on you because being close to you is the single best thing in their world. Dogs are contact creatures from the moment they are born. That instinct never fades. It just transfers. And when it is you and them, you become the pile. You are the thing that makes their brain the happiest, and nothing else comes close. So when your dog climbs onto your chest on a quiet evening, presses their side into yours, and lets